Hey, Shadia here, and welcome back. Let's make some breakfast sausages and eggs. So, in my pot, I have 2 cups of garbanzo bean flour with one teaspoon of onion powder, and I'm adding 1 teaspoon of ginger, and then we're going to whisk this up to make sure all the seasonings are blended through the garbanzo bean flour evenly. Now you can half in this recipe. I actually doubled the recipe because I'm making breakfast sandwiches for 6 people. So I have 2.5 cups of spring water adding to the mixture, and we're going to whisk as we pour slowly so we can avoid any lumps, because you don't want any lumpy eggs unless you're trying to scramble them. But we're not going to scramble it at this time. So slowly, and we whisk, and you get a lot of exercise here on the arms. So now we move the pot over to the aisle, and I'm adding a teaspoon of tumeric to add a little color to the egg. And we're going to whisk that in. And as you can see, it's getting a little thick. We're now over the flames. I'm sorry. When I moved the pot over, we went straight to the flames. Now you see how nice and thick it's getting? So my daughter's visiting from South Carolina, and I had her cut up the peppers and onions for me. So in the thickness, we're going to fold in the peppers and onions so that they don't sink to the bottom. And here I'm adding a tablespoon of black salt, which will give us this taste and the smell of egg. And now we have to move very quickly. We're going to add the mixture into a dish of your choice, however you want to mold it. And then I spread it out nice and evenly as possible. And in the fridge, we went for about a half an hour. Now I'm adding about 2 tablespoons of oil to toast my vegan sausages. And we're going to remove those, and then we're going to add about another tablespoon of oil and add in our little egg patties. I took the lid to my mason jar because it was a perfect fit for the egg muffins that I got from the store. So we're going to toast those, warm them up, because we don't want cold eggs. So I used Dave's Killer Bread. I think that's what it's called. Vegan English muffins. They are fabulous. I love the way they taste. So I put cheese on it, and vegan cheese doesn't melt well, so we put a little water in the skillet, put the lid on it, and bam. Take a little vegan mayo, spread it on your egg muffins, lay them down in the skillet to toast them, and then I wash some spinach and put them in the strainer to get all the excess water off of it. And here's the build of the egg sausage. Let me see, the mocked egg sausage muffin sandwich with spinach. So now here's my little taste test, and it was absolutely delicious.